Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is the Divinely Guided Tarot, and in today's video I am doing a reading for the sign of Sagittarius. In particular, I am looking at your energies for the month of June 2024. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, please continue watching this video. But before I go ahead and start reading your energies for the month of June, I do want to draw your attention to the 3 decks that I have lined up in the back here. Those are going to be the decks that I'm using in today's video, and if you are interested in checking them out, feel free to do so. I've set them up so that you could do just that. So let me go ahead and fix my chakras deck, and we will go ahead and get started. Alright, Sagittarius, I'm excited to get into your energies. I feel like it's something new and different every single time. Most readings, I feel like they coincide. Like if it's a certain sign, you might, like I'll tend to see the same energy. But I feel like for Sagittarius, it's different and exciting and fresh every single time. So let's go ahead and ask Spirit what is going on in your energies for the month of June, Sagittarius. Spirit, what can Sagittarius expect? Okay, right off the bat, we have a flyer. It is the Magician in reverse, and the Magician is one of the major arcana cards, and it usually has to deal with foundational lessons, or lessons that we learn throughout our life. It could be as simple as just, having to go through a certain situation with someone to realize that, hey, what I thought I wanted isn't what I actually need. Okay, it's lessons like that, simple lessons that tend to show up in our life. But the Magician in reverse typically deals with feeling very out of touch with reality. It deals with illusion as well. So it might be something that you're not seeing clearly right now. Okay, it could have to do with somebody deceiving or tricking someone else, or your mind playing tricks on you. I mean, it really has to do with your mind playing tricks on you, because it has to do with illusion. So let's see what this is talking about. It could have to do with a person. It could just be your mental health is, playing tricks on you. And this is something, too, that I feel that I want to share with you all. Because I do find that for some Sagittariuses, you guys have the tendency to overthink, right? And a lot of times your mind can lie to you. And that is something that if you want to kind of get under control, you need to understand that every single thought that you think isn't the truth. Okay, sometimes your mind can play with you. Sometimes those demons can enter your mind, and I always like to think of it as a parasite, coming in and trying to disrupt everything, because I also overthink as well. But something that has really helped me is the idea that not every single thought that I think is true. Okay, it can be your mind playing games on you. So I just wanted to throw that out there. That might click for some others the same way it did for me. Okay, and then we have the Page of Swords coming out as well. In the Page of Swords, when we see this, it deals with feeling very curious about things, wanting to perhaps try something else. It also has to deal with just feeling like you don't want to stay in one place. You might feel skittish and jittery because you want to get up and move. It's the idea that you don't want to be stagnant, so you're trying to do something besides sit there, you know what I mean? And what I find interesting too is this card also deals with not only physical restlessness, but mental restlessness as well. So your mind could be in overdrive. Your thoughts going a million miles per second. One at a time, Spirit. One at a time. Okay, that is not one. That is like half the deck. Alright. Spirit, one at a time, please, for Sagittarius. What can Sagittarius expect in the month of June 2024? Yeah, so far with those 2 cards, I'm getting that your mental state is just an overdrive. Okay, and then we're seeing the 10 of Wands as well. Okay, you're stressing yourself out by overthinking about something. And we will uncover that, hopefully. You're feeling stressed out. You're worried about something. It's really all in your mind, is what I'm getting. You might be spreading yourself too thin as well. Giving too much of yourself to too many areas of your life all at once. Can be a surefire way to exhaust yourself. Okay, then we have the 8 of Cups in reverse as well coming out. Let's go ahead and draw your last 2 here. Spirit, let's go ahead and complete this last row. Okay, we're going to take that King of Wands in reverse. All right, one more, Spirit. Okay, we're going to take a break from that just because no flowers were coming out. But to address this last row here, that 8 of Cups has to do with feeling like there's like a lot going on. Okay, there's something that's stressing you out. There's a lot on your plate. It's, again, that idea that you're spreading yourself too thin. And what the 8 of Cups comes in to remind us is that sometimes change is necessary. Whatever you're stressing about, it's necessary for your process, is what I'm hearing. If you want to progress here on earth, if you want to progress spiritually, there needs to be some sort of change. But I think that you're not excited about this change. I think that you're afraid to make this change. You don't want to do it. You try to avoid it at all cost. It's just not something that you're excited about. Okay? So you're sort of avoiding it. Like you don't even want to deal with it. Okay, so there is some change that you're afraid to make, that you don't want to make, because you think that XYZ will happen if you make this change. Not sure what it is yet, but we will clarify it. And then we have that King of Wands energy in reverse. And this is all about having too high of standards. Wanting things to go a certain way, but not seeing things for how they are. Alright, wanting things to go a certain way, but not seeing them for what they are. And that is why I feel like you are stressed out. Because when our mind starts to overthink and we feel like uneasy about things, it's usually because something has to give. Like something has to change. Something in our life is not aligning with us. And that's why we're having all of these negative feelings plaguing us, plaguing our minds. Right? So there is something that needs to happen that you're not letting happen. You're resisting the change. And I think that's really what you're struggling with in the month of June. But I want to go ahead and draw your last card. And even get some clarifiers if we can't fully. Okay, and then we have the 6 of Cups in reverse. Okay, this is, again, that feeling of wanting change. It's wanting change, but not wanting to deal with all the stuff that comes with it. You don't want to stay in one place. Okay, your mind's going a million miles per second, right? But then you don't want to take the step forward to make that change because there's so much that comes with it that you're so afraid to make. Okay, and in particular for some of you, and this could resonate, some of you might be looking to move out, or you know that you need to move out. You need to leave the place that you called home for so long and you need to move. Like, you know you need to make this change, but you don't want to because maybe all your friends are there or your job's there, whatever it is. You don't want to leave stuff behind. You don't want to make a change. And I think another thing too that I'm getting for some of you is that you might know that there's not much left in a place. Okay, and this could have to do with a lot of different things. Some of you could be moving, some of you want to exit a relationship. Like, you know that your time is up there, but you don't want to leave because you're getting nostalgic. You're thinking about the memories and less about what could potentially happen. So Spirit, let us clarify the spread for Sagittarius for the month of June 2024, please. Let us clarify. Okay, we have the Chariot in reverse, and you know what this means. Okay, you feel like you don't have direction. You feel like you don't have control. There's something here that's making you act out in a way. Like, I feel like you're confused yourself by this whole process. You don't even know what's going on. I mean, you don't know which way to turn because you're resisting that change. You're not just letting things go. Let's get a second clarifier. Right, second and last clarifier is the Five of Wands. Okay. What I'm getting, there's a change that is necessary. A change that you're not allowing to take place in your life. And because of that, you're stressed out. Your mind is being plagued with worry and overthinking. And because of this, you're showing up towards others as very aggressive at this time. And like, there's a lot of conflict. Okay, Five of Wands deals with conflict, whether that's an internal conflict, but more so often than not, that internal conflict that we have within ourselves tends to play out externally as well. Like, if we're being aggressive towards others because we're acting out because we feel aggressive inside and chaotic, that tends to play out, and then we see ourselves getting in contact with other people, or not in contact, in conflict with other people. And that's really what I'm seeing with that Five of Wands, is that the people that are close to you in your life, there's a lot of conflict going on because you have a lot of internal stuff that you're dealing with as well. All right, let me go ahead and move into the Fairy Tarot cards. And this deck in particular, I cannot shuffle for the life of me because the deck is too big for my hands and I can't do it. But I'm going to do the little side shuffle, and then I'm going to go through it in a way that I can get a card at random, which is simply just me going like this, and then just landing on one. That's how I get my cards from this deck. Because if I don't do that, then I'm left with nothing. So I'm going to get another one. Okay, so we have 3 coming at you. The first one I pulled is the 8 of Spring, stress that comes from having many things happening at once, successful multitasking, and sudden events or changes. Yes, this couldn't be more of a confirmation card than anything, okay? There is a sudden change that needs to be made, a sudden change that will inevitably happen for you, whether you want it to or not. You can stall it. You can resist the change for a month or two, but that change is still going to happen in a month or two. So it's really up to you whether you want to have a stressful time trying to resist it and fight it, or if you just let it happen and trust that the universe has your back. Okay, stress that comes from having many things happening at once. This deals with overstimulation. It deals with that feeling of being spread too thin, like you're putting yourself everywhere when you really need to focus on where you want to put your time and energy, like actually put it, okay? And then again, that's sudden event, sudden change. Then we have the Princess of Spring, optimistic, enthusiast, creative, and energetic. It's time for you to go after your dreams. Do something that expands your horizons. Let your creativity take flight. Okay, so this one could be a reminder. Usually, when I see the Princess of Spring, I focus mainly on that first sentence. Okay, go after what you want. It's a time of manifestation. And that is true for you, but I do feel like that second sentence on this card is resonating more with your spread, which is do something that expands your horizons. Make that change. That change is necessary for your growth. Okay, and then we have 5 of Autumn. Reach out to others for assistance. Poor timing for a career change. Interesting. Feeling challenged by money issues. Okay, so if it's a career-based change, maybe it's poor timing. But for every other change, like moving, for example, you might be stressed out, overthinking, worried because your money issues. Like, you know you need to move out, but you know that your money isn't quite there yet. And that's completely valid. The first sentence as well, reach out to others for assistance. Instead of inflicting the feeling that you feel on the inside towards others, try to ask for help instead. Okay, I think that's going to make you feel better, but also just help you along your journey a lot quicker, and it will make the journey gentler for you. All right, let's go ahead and pull from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle card deck. See what other messages are coming through for you. Okay, we have the Autumn card coming out, release the old and rest. Okay, this could go back to those memories that I was talking about, that nostalgic feeling. Okay, let go of the old home, move to the new home, let go of the old relationship, move to the next one. I do feel like there's a significance too with autumn and spring as well. You have 2 springs and 2 autumns. So something could be happening in autumn, something could have happened in autumn. Okay, and then we have the card Mountains, stand your ground. Okay, that could be significant, something to do with mountains. Warrior, be fearless and stand strong. Okay, so there is something to stand your ground, stand strong. Maybe this is a change that you're resisting because other people are maybe not on the same wavelength as you. Maybe they don't feel that it's necessary. They might be discouraging you from doing it. Then we have Animal Guardian, trust your instincts, do what feels right to you. Then we have Sage, be devoted and committed. Okay, whatever it is, you do have to stand strong and commit to this. Okay, trust what feels right to you. I'll do it this way. All right, let's get some chakra cards for you. All right. The first chakra card we have is the crown chakra, which is the number 7. Infinite, this divine connection is the bridge waiting to be crossed. Okay, so for some of you, this could be a relationship based, some sort of divine connection. Then we have Warrior 1, which is the empowerment card and the number 20. Call on your inner strength and stamina as you establish your place in the world. I do feel like this change is definitely like, it's like a huge step for you in terms of independence. Like, I feel like a lot of you are moving from like one place to another. But I feel like it does feel like the first like adult decision that you made. Like, first real adult decision, you're like, yeah, this is it. And I think that's why you're so afraid. Okay, and then we have Mountain Pose. Okay, 2 mountain cards coming out. This is the card of stability in the number 11. Align with the stability of the earth for grounding and support. Open your higher vision as you do. Yeah, Aquarius. You are not Aquarius. You are Sagittarius. Aquarius could be the person that you could be coming in contact with too. Because we are seeing that divine connection, which to me, that's like a person. A divine connection to a person. It could be a place as well. But I do feel like with that crown chakra, the divine connection, it doesn't have to be romantic. It could just be like a neighbor that you move into, like next door from. And they're an Aquarius. You could have Aquarius in your chart. I don't know why I said Aquarius. I did Aquarius like 2 days ago. But that could be significant as well for you. Maybe you're reminiscing on an Aquarius and that's why you don't want to leave. But Sagittarius, I do feel you just need to allow this change to take place. And if you find yourself nervous by something, that's not always a bad thing. Sometimes the things that we need to go after are the things that make us nervous. The things that will expand us, that force us to grow. With Sagittarius, at the heart of it all, you need to trust your instincts, but also trust in the universe. Trust that the timing of everything is playing out exactly as it should. And I wish you all the best of luck in June 2024. If this resonated with you, please let me know down below in the comment section. But with all of that being said, I will see you all in my next video.